Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. I am tired, but that's okay because I stayed up playing Sam and Max last night, and that's why I'm tired. So it was all worth it. It's actually really fun. I'm on episode 2 right now, and you'll see the first 30 minutes of episode 1 tomorrow. Um, but episode 2 is really fun. Like, you jump around in different time slots, and it's very interesting. I really enjoy it. Um, at first, I was a little iffy, and you'll see that in my video where I was kind of like, this is creepy. I don't know what to think of this. But I've grown to really love it. So I ended up staying, I'm sorry, I ended up staying up way later than I intended to last night playing that. And so, yes, I'm not going to bore you with packing details. As you can already see, I am up to my ears in boxes. Still have much to do. I don't know where I'm going to record these after tomorrow. Well, I'll be doing tomorrow morning, but like Friday morning, I may not make a video because they're moving more furniture out of here tomorrow. So this table is leaving, and I don't know where I would set my camera to record. So maybe no video blog on Friday. But yes, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, so I don't want to bore you with packing details. Played Sam and Max. Another thing that we're trying to get done before we move is we're trying to finish the seasons of Breaking Bad that are on Netflix currently, which I believe brings you all the way up to current, like what's on, like it doesn't have this current season that they're playing on the television right now, but I'm actually recording that on my parents' DVR and I'm going to go over there um, and watch it at some point after we catch up. So it's a very good show. I highly recommend it. I don't recommend it if you have young children that are going to be watching it in the room with you, but you've probably already figured that out since it, if you even know like the basis of it, he becomes like a drug dealer. So yeah, there's some content in there that like most of the time it just kind of, you don't really see the nitty gritty, but there are some parts in there, especially as the seasons progress, that get worse. So, of course, it's totally up to you because my parents sat me down when I was a young girl and they told me, they said, everything in the movies is made for your entertainment. Movies are made to entertain you. While some of those movies may be based on fact, a lot of them are not. And so, and even if they are based on fact, whatever's in that movie particularly isn't real. And so, like, they use this logic, and they talk to me more about it. I mean, there was more to the conversation, but they use this logic to basically tell me that like I shouldn't be afraid of the movies and I shouldn't try to mimic the movies, basically. I mean, and I don't know, maybe it was just common sense too. I didn't see Superman and decide to jump off a building or anything thinking I could fly or a high tree or whatever. It still scared me. Like, I was allowed to watch Jaws, Terminator movies, um, Jurassic Park, Aliens. I actually have photographic evidence of me and my best friend watching Aliens for the first time when we were like, I think preteen, and our faces, and we were like hugging pillows, and our faces were all like, "Oh God!" And it was a good experience. But yeah, I was allowed to watch movies like that when I was younger, which it was very frustrating to me when I would have friends over that weren't allowed to watch the same movies as me because their parents wouldn't allow them to watch it because they didn't sit them down and have that talk with them. Instead, they were just like, we need to shelter them from blood and gore and everything like that, which I understand. Some parents don't want their children to see that, and that's understandable. It's your child. But my parents and I have always had a lot of communication between us. I've never had to really butt heads against them. And I don't know about families that have had, like, that. I don't know if families have had, like, butting heads that they were overprotective. Um, I don't know for sure. I wasn't present for conversations or arguments or anything like that. But I will say that the only time I think I've ever really argued with my parents is when I was in my senior year of high school. I was getting ready to go to college, and I was just kind of like butting my head against the barriers that they set for me, and they were pretty loose barriers. Like I had a curfew of like, unless I was staying the night at somebody's house, I had a curfew of like 10 o'clock, which I actually think is the city's curfew. So it's like, okay. And then now that I think about it, when I was a teenager, of course, I was like, why 10? So, and then, um, and then I think, oh, bedtime, which I didn't really have a strict bedtime. It was just, I would be in my room playing video games, and my mom would come in and be like, it's 10 o'clock, you should probably go to bed. You have to get up at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow for school. And I'm like, I don't want. So, I mean, she never actually told me, go to bed, or like made me go to bed, or turn the lights out, or did anything like to, like, took things away from me at an, older age or anything like that. She just would say, like, you really should go to bed. I'm warning you, because you're going to be tired tomorrow. And so, yeah, that was the only time we really butted heads. Other than that, like, I don't mind being around them. I don't mind visiting with them. I don't mind going on trips with them. Being in close proximity with my parents, I really have no problem with. Like, we communicate fine. We work together fine. This went on a tangent. Either way, basically, I was allowed to watch shows and movies like that. So it's up to you for your children. If you want to let them see Breaking Bad, it's up to you. If I had children, I think I would let them watch it if I sat them down and had the same talk that my mom and dad had with me, basically. Because, I never, hey, get away from there. Give me. I never cussed after seeing movies either. Like, I never like took cussing from it. I don't know. There was just that logic implanted in my brain, I guess, from that talk with my parents, that I just never felt the need. I still ran around and played. I mean, when I was a little girl, of course, the movies I can think of right now are like G-rated, so it doesn't matter. But like, my friend and I, we would watch Star Wars and we would play Ewoks, or we played that movie Balto. We would like hook ropes up to like a wagon and pull a wagon around like we were like a dog sled team. Like, I had a lot of good imaginary games when I was younger. So I took ideas from movies and made imaginary games off of them, but I never actually took any of like the violent stuff. Like, I never play fighted really that I can think of, or cussed, or yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, but anyway, Breaking Bad, awesome show. Watch it. I really wanted to watch Mad Men too, but there was just no more time. There are a lot of shows on there that I really wanted to watch, and there was just no time. I mean, maybe if I just didn't have the channel and two jobs and like everything like that, I could sit there all day on my days off and like watch, but like I never had time. So, yes. Yes. Yesterday was crazy. I'm just going to say this briefly because I'm almost at my 10-minute mark. Yesterday was crazy. I don't know what was in the air. I don't know if there was some moon pull or some kind of weird cosmic thing, but it was the day of angry women. I don't know why. I just don't know. But it was the day of angry women. And I got yelled at by probably about, and by yell, I mean like they weren't screaming, but the voices were raised like to an uncomfortable level. And I got yelled at by like 3 different women. 2 definitely, 3 borderline, and usually people that don't yell at me. And I'm just like, what is going on today? I don't know what's going on. I feel like, and they're 2 like completely I'm sorry if you could hear that. My people are texting me, and I had the program off, and apparently it still pops up like even when I have the program off, which I'm gonna have to try to change that. It's annoying. But yeah, women that are from completely different areas of my life. So it's not like they were near one another and their menstrual cycles were lined up and they were PMSing or anything like that. No, they're completely separated. They might have been on the same menstrual cycle. Who knows? Maybe they were PMSing. but it was uncalled for. Like, so, and I was really calm with both of them and just told them, like, calm down. So, yeah, I didn't yell back or anything like that. I just listened and then was like, offered my 2 cents in a very calm way and whatever, whatever. I don't, it was an interesting day. Let's hope today is better. Let's hope today is better. I really, it was interesting because usually those types of things affect me more. Like I get more angry and I'm like stewing over it and everything. And I was just kind of like, whatever. I don't know what to say. Like, especially because it's just so confusing when like it never happens to you before. And then you're just kind of like, do we need to talk about this? So anyway, but yeah, that was my day yesterday. I recorded, well, no, I had work, and then I came home and I packed a little bit more, which if you follow my Twitter or Instagram, you will see that my cats decided to hinder me during that process because I'd pull a drawer out to like go through it and get rid of stuff, and they'd crawl in there and like lay down and take a nap, and so I couldn't put the drawer back to pull out the other drawer. I'm like, thanks, guys. And then I recorded 2 things. I recorded Back to the Future, episode 1 for next week. It's good. It's getting good. It's very slow beginning, so not much happens in the first 30 minutes. And then I recorded the first 30 minutes of Scribble Knots to get ready for Scribble Knots Unmasked, which is the following week after next. And then I played Sam and Max. I probably should have packed some more, but I got distracted by Sam and Max and then went to bed, and now I'm talking to you lovely people. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow. I probably won't be doing a vlog on Friday, but I will do one tomorrow unless there's an emergency, like more women yelling at me. But yeah, have a good day, guys.